The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Hutchinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The hand to the running back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker, it's Flanagan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Peppers. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different.
Breaks into the open. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
The throw. Zips it out to his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Cook. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Snap it to the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right down the middle. Found a seam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Bunch formation for these receivers. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And some room to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. trying the left side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're like, turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Toss sweep right. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Dropping back, it's Cook. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Punt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Cook. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
With the catch, it's Flanagan. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Finds a seam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's a draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David.
Makes the grab down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the toss. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Balls and fired complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Find some fresh air.